Hey guys, if you guys haven't heard yet, there are new pictures that were released during a live by Gerardo Zuniga. He's the gentleman from Mexico who is the reporter. He's the lead investigative reporter from Cabo. And he's the one who also released the death certificate for Shanquella to the public. But he has a YouTube. You can check out his YouTube and it's under Gerardo Zuniga, and he showed pictures where you can see the doctor. Check out my other video where I showed pictures that I found on the internet in regards to how the doctor may look, other private photos that were really hard to detect. But you can see the doctor in the picture, sitting down, kneeling down next to Shanquella. You can actually see Shanquella's body. And then you see two paramedics. It's the Red Cross. And they're just like looking over the dead body. It doesn't look to me like they were there to assist, because by the time they got there, she was obviously already dead. And from what we know, she was already dead when the doctor got there. So basically, the doctor was sitting, kneeling down next to Shanquella. And what Zuniga was saying is that basically the Cabo 6 committed another crime by moving the body, because when the authorities interviewed the maids said between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. when the maids came to clean the house, they found Shanquella in a room naked, sitting up, and they said her body was hard. Okay, so she was already dead when her body was hard when they came. So basically, when this picture was taken, and I'm still trying to figure out who took this picture. Are these cameras within the home, or who took these photos? Did they get this from one of the phones from the Cabo 6? Or was just somebody there as well, other people, after the scene, like maybe a police officer who took this photo? And I don't know. I may have to go over and listen to it again, but I wanted to give you guys this information as soon as possible. It's unbelievable how she went from naked to dressed. Okay? And I want to look into something else. I guess I'm not sure. No, they didn't change her again, because her dad did say she was wearing pajamas. So maybe he considered those biker shorts that she's wearing. You can see her body. Her body is laying lifeless, wearing pink biker shorts. And then you can see her top, and you can see like a little bit of her belly out and her feet. So she was laying there. So another crime in Mexico is moving a dead body and messing with the crime scene. So these individuals basically the Cabo 6 dressed Shanquella after the maids found her. The maids, they didn't call the police either. They also lied originally, because they said that they didn't immediately say that they found her dead. They said they found her ill. But of course, rigor mortis, that's when the body becomes really hard, was already happening. So Shanquella was dead. So what I'm trying to say is a lot of people need to be investigated here, which hopefully they are. But when the nurses found her, she was naked. She was sitting up, slumped over. Then when this last picture that's recently been released was taken, she had clothes on. We already figured she had clothes on, because when she arrived to America, she had clothes on. And also, I believe there were some statements about her wearing clothes, like I said, when she came back, and the Nazir may have mentioned that she had on clothes. I'm not 100% sure, but we were already aware that she had on clothes. But this is actual proof that she had on clothes, if you add that together with what the maids said in their testimony. And I'm wondering if there are more pictures, and I'm sure there are more pictures, especially I've also heard that this villa has cameras. And supposedly, the owner of this particular villa is somebody very prominent and very rich businessman in Mexico. So that might be a hint to why a lot of things have been covered. So check it out. Go over to the site. You'll see it popping up all around the internet. And then there's also a few other pictures that he has on there, but I didn't really deem them necessary to post because they were just of the ambulance outside of the house and then a police officer outside of the house. I found what was most important was the picture of them in that room that they were in. And that was the living room, okay? Because what Nazir said, okay, this is interesting because Nazir said they were in the party room or game room. They were in the game room, okay? So the game room was somewhere else. There's another little room where you can like watch TV, listen to music, and then there's a living room. So when the paramedics came, she was there. So when Nazir was listening, like, did he know what he was talking about? Was she in that game room? Or was she in that living room, the living room connected to the kitchen when he came? Because that means that if she was in that other room, that means they moved her body 3 times. If it's true that Nazir said that she was in the game room, which he says, then, according to nurses, her body was in a room, sitting up, slumped over. Then they brought her to the game room. And then at the end, when the doctor's sitting next to her, she is in the living room. So did they move her body multiple times? I'm sure it wasn't that easy to put on the biker shorts on a dead body that was already showing signs of rigor mortis, because she was already experiencing rigor mortis when the maids were there. So check them out. Check out the pictures. And I honestly, at first I was wondering, was this really, like, I knew that the pictures that I found of the doctor was a doctor, but this is the first picture that I actually have proof that the pictures in my other video of her hanging out with her friends and me even thinking, is she really a doctor? Because I talk about it. I talk about, is she really a doctor? Like, is she really licensed? She can have went to medical school, but maybe she's not licensed. Because it's like, does she know what she's doing? Like, why is she even letting, on the record it says that one of Shanquella's friends helped do CPR. Why is she letting them do CPR? Like, is she knowledgeable? Does she know? Like, did she not know how to do it herself? Yeah, she may have gotten tired. Are you going to let somebody who does not have experience come and do your job? Mrs. Dr. Carolina Gutierrez? Okay, so anyways, this got me hyped up, and it's just so sad seeing her body. And that's all I really got to say at this moment. I'm sure I'm going to have some more to say soon. Okay, peace, love, and light.